since I've done a tutorial or a makeup tutorial recently, so I was like, I have some time today and might as well film it. So if you guys see something throughout my lip area here going on, this hot mess, I just wanted to eat my lip, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna move on now. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of bold look. It's very, very intense within the eyes, kind of smokes out into this lower eye area here, and it also reaches a bold look as well. So this very look, it's kind of very intense. But if you guys want to go ahead and do this and recreate it, go ahead. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a comment after this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think, of course, because your feedback is incredible to me. It's very, very important. Hey guys, so let's go ahead and begin. And please do excuse my lip in this tutorial. I did bite myself a little bit too hard and I kind of ate myself a little bit. So just moving on. So when starting your makeup, you do want to go ahead and with the clear cleansed skin, make sure you exfoliate and wash any dirt and oil within your sleep or anything you recombed so throughout the day, so it can be really fresh and awake your skin and really smooth. For the eyeshadow, I'm going in with this Urban Decay potion, and this is an eyeshadow primer just to keep the eyeshadow lasting all day long and not having any fallouts or any creases within my eye area here, because I do want the eyeshadow to last as long as possible. I'm going to start off with this look by taking this Scotch duct tape on the crease of my eye and just kind of making an angle just to kind of make a really crisp line within my eye look here. I do want something kind of dramatic and very bold within today's look. So I'm going to go ahead and angle this and make sure it's both symmetrical to both eye shapes. Taking this black cream liner, I'm just going to go ahead and focus this towards the edges of my eye look here. And I do want to go ahead and use the other side just to smoke this out and really smudge this. This is going to be the creation and the start of our really intense dramatic look. And this is kind of important just to really smudge this into the eye. Make sure it's all blended nice and neat. Because of course, the key to this look is blending. You must blend in order to perfect this eye look, because it's very intense and you have to blend all the colors together to make it look nice and smooth. So going in with this Younique Cosmetics eyeshadow, and this is a single eyeshadow and it's a matte shade, so it's really going to help us intensify this eye look here. And we're going to apply this towards the inner crease area and the outer corner of this eye look, because we do want this more intense and bold within the pigment of our black we applied. So I'm going to go ahead and start it with a crease brush and just focus this into the outer corner, into the inner corner, and we really want to go ahead and blend this out and make this look like gradient out to smoke. Just blend this out and into the outer corner, into the inner corner of the crease area, and you will get this perfectly. So really focus the shade. Once you really blend everything out and all together, it's going to come out looking very beautiful. So by using the tape, I'm going to go ahead and create the wing liner. We want to make this really sharp and edge and very pointed, so we can make this look very dramatic and bold. So following the natural shape of my eye and connecting back to the inner corner and towards the outer corner of the eye, we should complete it. So I'm removing the Scotch duct tape. You can see how crisp and lined this wing liner and the eyeshadow will become, and just makes everything much more dramatic and bold, which makes it really nice and crisp within the edge. Making this eyeshadow pop, I'm going to go ahead and take this Milky Beauty eye pigment in the shade Indulgence 99. Taking a Morphe compact brush. This brush is very perfect within going into the inner tear duct and working into that crease line and kind of diffusing this into the outer corner. I do want to go ahead and place this and pack this on into the inner corner and working my way into really blending that into the mid of the lid, just to make this eyeshadow kind of degrade into that smoke area and really have this look very bold and beautiful. Taking this eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade Sangria. I'm going to go ahead and diffuse this in the lower lash line and make this look more dramatic. So applying this shade with the Morphe compact brush, I'm really going to apply this and kind of diffuse this under and blending out into the inner corners and outer corners of my lower lash line. Taking this Younique Cosmetics single eyeshadow pigment in the shade Heartbroken, I'm going to go ahead and kind of smudge this into the lower lash line and work this into the inner corners and outer corners just to give myself more defined into this shade here, and kind of give myself more drama towards this eye look, of course. Using a black liner for my lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and apply this Younique Cosmetics black liner in the shade perfect. I'm going to go ahead and just apply this towards my waterline, give myself more drama towards this eye look here. Of course, you can't forget about curling your lashes using this Revlon Eye Curler and going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I really want my lashes really volumizing and really full, so I'm going to go ahead and give some coats towards my top lashes as well towards my lower lashes. And really, this mascara is extremely amazing, so I love to use this in many looks of mine. So I hope you guys enjoy this eye tutorial here, and stay tuned for the foundation look. Starting off with the skin, I'm going to go ahead and take this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'll begin to massage this into the skin and make sure it has a nice overlay so my foundation can be really smooth. I'm going to go ahead and take my cream contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Medium. Of course, you can see here that I'm going to go ahead and use this shade called Coral and use for blush. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and kind of color correct my shadow that I got going on here. Because, of course, my shadow can be kind of deep and kind of a different color within using foundation if I don't use this cream. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the areas I really want to conceal and kind of color correct and kind of warm up that shadow I have going on there. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and use a different foundation. This is the Clinique Repairwear Last Focus in the shade 11. And this is my shade, but I suggest you guys find your own shades. I'm going to go ahead and by applying this all over the skin and make sure I get an even coverage and apply towards the areas I want to conceal and cover the most, because I do tend to cover more and kind of replace the areas where I do want to overlay this foundation. This foundation can be really, really nice in coverage, but it does not feel cakey, and that's the amazing part. So I suggest you guys can try this out whenever you guys want to. Going in with the Miracle Sponge by Rose Technique, I'm going to go ahead and kind of overlay this foundation really nicely and press this into the skin and make sure it has an even coverage and it looks nice and airbrushed. To remove any dark shades within my skin here, I'm going to go ahead and use this Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And this is the Weightless Complete Coverage in the shade Natural Medium. I'm just going to go ahead and apply the areas to where I want to go ahead and brighten up the most. And of course, highlight. So this is just going to apply this towards the areas. And I'm really going back with the Real Technique Beauty Sponge and kind of blend in and really nicely airbrush that out. You really want to go ahead and press this into the skin and make sure it's nice and damped. Once you're finished with blending out that concealer, you're going to go ahead and set it. Using a setting powder will do anything and become the foundation more wearable and last you much longer throughout the whole day, because this will keep everything from creasing and make you look much airbrushed than you actually are. And it's just amazing how wearable this can be throughout the whole day by setting a powder over your foundation and concealer. To contour, I'm going to go ahead and take this NARS Eda brush and this Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of structure this into the hollows of my cheekbones, and this is going to create shade. And by creating shade, this is going to go ahead and give you structure. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this to the areas I want to go ahead and just give myself more depth into my skin and take this all the way up to my temples. And by doing this, this is going to give you nice structured cheekbones and pushed in look. I'm going to go ahead and apply a highlighter, but I was using the wrong one. So this is actually an Opal by Becca, so I'm back now, of course. And now I'm going to go ahead and use Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. This Becca Cosmetics beautiful highlighter is amazing because it's so beautiful on the skin, especially when you have the sunlight beaming on you and you're just like a sun goddess. It's just beautiful. So it has a reflex of gold in it, so it's going to really reflect off those high-end cheekbones that you really want to go for and give you such a nice highlight. So of course, like Jaclyn Hill says, you can never have enough highlight because of course it's beautiful when going in with the reflex of gold. Of course, with that same highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the eyebrow bone, and I want to go ahead and highlight those areas that I really want to go ahead and exaggerate and stand out. So, of course, it is beautiful when applying a highlight towards the eyebrow bone because it kind of pulls off your look much, much more and kind of gives you leaving glowy. So, why not? And go ahead and try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this NYX SPL 812 in the shade Plum for liquid lipsticks. I like to go in with and kind of fill in my lips with these. Beginning in the Cupid's bow, I'm going to go ahead and overline on my lips just a little bit, but keep the more natural side, because with the liquid lipstick, I can just go ahead and do that. But using this lip liner, I'm going to go ahead and kind of give myself a guideline to where I want to go ahead and fill in with my liquid lipstick, and just go ahead and fill them in, and once you're done, you're good to go. Now applying this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Heathers. This shade is beautiful when going in with something fall or winter or during the seasons, because it's the right amount of cool and warm tone. So it's not too cool and it's not too warm, so it's in between and it's just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX guideline, the lip liner, as a guideline to just overline my lips just a little bit and follow that line I created. I'm just going to go ahead and fill them in and watch the magic happen. So I'm going to go ahead and with this Benefit Push-Up Liner, I'm just going to go ahead and fill up my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and just do one for you guys, because of course you guys don't need to see both of them. I'm just going to go ahead and create one line and another line on top of that, just following my shape. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. Ahead and use this Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray just to set and hold all the makeup together to last all day long. And of course, you can never go wrong with a setting spray. So just go ahead and set it and you'll be good to go. So if you guys want to keep up with my looks and my tips and tricks, you guys can go ahead and read down below in the description, and you guys should see all that down below, of course. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys so very much for coming on this lovely makeup tutorial for me, guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon.